Happy President's Day, everybody. In honor of such a special holiday, we have a very special episode for you.
Yeah, today we are taking a spin on what I saw at Jomboy Media on one of their podcasts. And today we are making our best lineup of the United States presidents.
Baseball lineup, that is.
Baseball lineup. Thank you.
Yeah.
We're in
not a prison lineup or whatever that's called.
We're in a baseball move from last week's show. So once again, we're joined with Michael. I think this is a really good, right up your alley. I think this
right up my alley.
This game. So I think what we're going to do is just kind of go through each position, kind of give our picks and our rationales, and then at the end we'll kind of see how many we had overlapped and have the actual lineup, like batting order. So
got some superlatives at the end too, some special awards to be handed out.
Mm-hmm.
And it is definitely not President's Day right now. It is the middle of July. We are about as far away from President. Oh, happy half President's Day.
Yeah.
Fox, before we start, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Which half of a president do you like better, top half or bottom half?
That's a really awful question. I don't know.
Mine's left. Mine's the left half.
That was going to be my question to you, Ben. Left or right? So you said left.
Top. Let's just do the top.
Top half. All right.
Yeah,
that's fair. All right, Ben. You wanna get her started?
Yeah. Let's. Where do you want to start? You want to start around the horn? You want to start?
Why don't we start on the mound? Because I have a feeling we're all gonna have the same pitcher here.
Okay.
Ben, who do you have?
I have Abraham Lincoln on the bump.
Austin?
I have Barack Obama.
Barack Obama. All right, we'll go back. Ben, why do you have Lincoln? Because I also have the Randy Johnson of the Civil War, 6'4" Abraham Lincoln on the mound.
That's it for me. This is where it kind of gets tough. We look back as baseball comes up in the 1880s, right? And there's other ball games, but Lincoln, I mean, he's a fighter at heart. Like you said, like the Randy Johnson of the Civil War. I think he's got that lean, and his pitches got electric stuff. So that's why I had to go with him.
And then Fox, you went with the southpaw?
Yeah, I went with that. That was one of the major reasons. One of the 8 left-handed presidents that we have, the record of being able to know that information. So left-handed, great. Also served 2 terms, so he's got some sort of stamina on, in the president's office, and he can kind of go the distance if he needs to.
Fair.
Depending on how many starting pitchers that we're going to talk about on this one. I have another one that I could just mention just for the exact same reason about stamina. The only president to serve more than 2 terms, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. That was kind of where I was going with that, starting pitching, stamina. But yeah, I always, notice those quick to the plate lefties. They always do somewhat decent. So he was my pick.
Is he a fireballer, or is he like a crafty lefty that just tosses in some junk?
I think he's a crafty lefty because he's really well versed and in his aspects of like being a president, knowing legislature, the Constitution, and whatnot. So I think he just knows how to throw the pitches with great form and succeed that way. He doesn't have to throw it really hard, but he gets the job done.
I like that.
So,
yeah.
All right, Ben, where are we off to next?
Let's get the other half of the battery. Austin, who do you got behind the dish?
Behind the dish, this is a good one. I got good old Teddy.
Oh,
you want to know why? Guy was a boxer. All right, tough, grit, absolute grit behind the dish. Michael, you know this. You get 58-foot curveballs thrown at you. You got to block all the time. You got to handle the 8 other positions on the team. You got to be the guy that just goes out there, every day of the week, ready to go. And I think Teddy embodies that quite well. So at number 26, I have Teddy. That's the number he wears. That was his president. That was the number he was. So,
all right, what do you got, Michael?
So coming in at, I gotta double check, right around 6'2.5", 224 pounds. That's basically my size. That's me, but I got the man with the best facial hair to ever hold the Oval Office. Chester A. Arthur.
Let's go. Yeah. He had to be
amazing.
In the lineup.
That's amazing.
He's catching some heat from Mr. Lincoln. So
nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I mean this is a great battery I have. I have George Washington behind the dish.
Wow. Okay.
Because I mean, talk about 2 guys that George is. I feel like he's the guy that he's the catcher that's going to put you in your place when you're on the mound, like Abe's struggling, right? Like we've been here before, kind of thing. Yeah. And then he's gonna chat it up with everybody around at the dish, but also be stern, and he's going to be a great leader for the team. And I think, not exposed to baseball, good athlete, good build, big guy. I think that's a safe bet behind the dish for me.
Exposed
I
to
have
smallpox,
him at
Sure.
6'2", 175. That's respectable.
Yeah.
I would like to point out, he cannot tell a lie. So the umpire's like, "Hey, George, did that one miss outside?" He'd be like, "I think you got that one wrong, Blue." And then they'd be like, "Oh, thanks for the honest input." So, All right, we want to pop out to the outfield, or we want to go around the horn?
Let's go around the horn. You want to go third to first?
Yeah,
go third to first.
All right. I'll start here. I don't like your pick behind the dish with Teddy Roosevelt, Austin, but because there's records as he doesn't like baseball. His kids played it, he hated it. But I still have him at third base. He's like a hard-nosed guy, tough guy in the hot corner. I think he was shot in the middle of his speech. I think he shows resiliency. Isn't going to be. I mean, he's going to be a good hitter carrying a big stick. That whole thing.
Yeah, he is.
But I think he's gonna boot some balls over at third. So.
All right, so pick a guy who's gonna have a lot of errors. Good pick, Ben.
Yeah, that boy.
I just can't not have him in the lineup. I think for personality and looking at my other places, I don't see a good place to put him elsewhere. All
right, so third base, it's just a little spoiler. It's my 8 hitter, probably my weakest spot on the field. Coming in at 5'8", 174, a little bit undersized. The 11th president, James K. Polk.
Okay.
Solely for the reason when he's batting, the dugout can go, "Hey kid, just give it a little poke out there."
Yeah, that's
good choice.
Yeah, I walked into that one. Yeah. I like it though. Right.
So that is the only pun I have in the lineup.
Okay.
Getting it out early.
As you guys are well aware, there's a very infamous name that you can apply to somebody who hits absolute nukes. That is a power donkey.
Okay.
And coming in at the largest president that we've ever had. The only man who has gotten stuck in a bathtub and unstuck himself.
Reportedly.
William Howard Taft, number 27. Dude hits bombs, power donkey. Third base, you don't need to move around much. Yeah, you need to be agile every now and then, but you're really in my lineup to just hit nukes. That's what Taft does.
To bounce off of that, he's 5'11.5", so barely just under 6 foot, 340 pounds. For that reason, I picked him as my designated hitter.
That's fair.
Too big of a liability in the field, but
yeah.
I'm all right. I stand by my pick.
Yeah, I think that's like a Pablo Sandoval, right? Like a big,
a
little shorter, big guy.
Series.
Yeah, I mean, you got your Giants pick for World Series, so.
Yeah.
All right, let's go shortstop. Are we gonna have the same one here? I don't know. What do you got?
I don't think
Michael?
so.
This was my second pick for starting pitcher. So if you get in a pinch, you throw him in. I have George W. Bush playing shortstop.
Okay.
Everyone remembers after 9/11, he boxed up that heater, ceremonial first pitch. Just great. Dude, very involved with the Rangers, knows his way around baseball. Just solid guy in the lineup. He's your shortstop. I probably would have had his dad in there, but his dad's left-handed, so
yeah,
I would have liked the Bush tandem up the middle, but we'll get to the other Bush. But George W. is he's my shortstop.
Okay, Austin, who you got?
Well, I once saw something about all number 2s in baseball, aka Derek Jeter, being a very overrated player. Well, I'm going to go with the number 2 president. John Adams is my shortstop.
5'7".
Interesting. Little guy.
Small guy, little guy, but something about that number 2 looks good over there at shortstop, regardless of what team he's playing for.
I have your Derek Jeter thing, but I got a different guy. I have JFK over at short. I know he's got some injury things going on. I mean, tough as nails, swam and saved a bunch of people in World War II. But yeah, for me, it's like a Derek Jeter-esque, right? Like he's gonna be a great face of the franchise.
You had to say his face.
Yeah, that's fair.
Wow.
Michael went there. But I don't know. I just thought it was a good look there. He's kind of like that pretty boy over at short that sells a lot of jerseys. That was my reasoning there.
All right.
Okay.
That's off
Moving
to
over to second
base here.
Yeah.
Ben,
How many
back
have we
to
had
back.
this? Yeah, I'll go back to back. So I have a coin flip here, but I'm gonna go with my gut here. I'm going James Madison, little guy, 5'4". He's your David
100
Eckstein.
pounds.
Yeah,
100 pounds.
he's your David Eckstein. He's my
He's like Mike Fontenot on the Cubs, man. That guy was tiny.
He's a little guy over there. I feel like you got to have that quirky guy, and I got him at second base.
I also took the route of a little guy. I went with Martin Van Buren, coming at 5'6", 164. That's basically Jose Altuve over there. So
that's fair.
Probably has quick hands.
So for this, Michael, you looked a lot at build and body.
I did. Right? I took build into a lot of consideration here.
Okay. And Austin, what do you got?
All right, at second base for me. Guy grew up playing baseball, American Legion. I had to pay homage to it. I played American Legion. Coming in at number 39, wearing number 39, playing second base. Jimmy Carter. Okay. Previous baseball experience. Just seems like an all-around athlete. Actually, I read some stuff about him being one of the most athletic presidents that it has ever sat in office. So, second base got to be pretty athletic, quick hands, get to the bag, turn two, all that sort of stuff. So,
Ben, who's at first?
I think this should be the unanimous pick. I have HW at first. Played for Yale, left-handed, like Michael said. He's going to, anchor your infield. Could have went pro. So I think that's that. I would think that's the unanimous pick here.
I did not pick him. Fox, did you pick him?
Yeah.
You did?
He played first base. Growing up, playing baseball.
I did not know that, so I'll jump ahead to right field, but I had him in right, had to be in my lineup somewhere. Got him batting second, so he's top of the order, right field guy. But first base, I went with Donald Trump, 6'3", powerful frame. Surely he's met many professional baseball players, probably taught him a thing or two. Just seems like a first baseman, right?
That's fair. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't see that with HW.
Yeah, I have him locking down one of the corner outfield spots. So right.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, as a lefty out there. I mean, you said
Trump probably bullied him into moving to the outfield.
He's like, "Hey, get back there, get back there." That's a good point. All right, so how many have we had that are the same so far? With three to go.
Only like two.
Yeah, I think on the bump.
Unanimous. Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well,
I already did right field, so who's in right for you guys?
Okay. Go ahead, Austin.
Right field, probably one of the hardest throwing position players that you have. You need to have a cannon to play right field. That's just normally how it goes. And
yep.
Who better to have a cannon than the guy who writes the second most executive orders in presidential history, Woodrow Wilson.
Woody.
Guy uses his arm a lot, writing executive orders. So why not?
Yeah. I support that rationale.
I went to somebody more recent than him. I went Gerald Ford. Really athletic guy, played football in college. I think he's got an arm. I know he was a center, so it's like a different throwing motion movement. But I like him anchoring right field for me.
Okay. Center field, Ben.
I have Austin's pitcher in center field. I have Barack Obama. I think his
experience. As do I. Yes.
There you go. We're a little bit of the same wavelength. We're like 2 for 8 here.
Finished each other's
sandwiches. I like him in center. I think another lefty. I can't do you, Austin, you had the list of lefty presidents,
lefty,
right?
Yes.
Was Ford left-handed? I think he was.
Ford is lefty, yes.
Yeah, so I got two lefties in the outfield, which is kind of
so do I.
It's okay. But yeah, that's where I'm at.
You just said center field?
Yep.
That's where we're going. All right. Well, I have the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. Guy oversaw pretty much the writing of the Constitution, all this cool stuff. So good overseer in center field, kind of your captain of the outfield. So, regardless of his past, the things that we kind of condemn him for, he's known for quite a few good things. So I got him there.
Covers a lot of ground, expands the union, like you said. I think that's a pretty good pick.
Yeah. All right. Left field. I'll go first here. So I went with Mr. JFK here.
Okay.
Rumor has it he fooled around with Marilyn Monroe, right? True or false? Mm-hmm. True. Who else did Marilyn Monroe know very well?
Joe DiMaggio.
Joe DiMaggio. What position did Joe DiMaggio play? Left field. There you go.
Excellent job, Michael.
Yep.
That's right.
Excellent job.
I have Dwight D. Eisenhower in left for me. I think he's the fan favorite, great approval rating, coming out of World War II in the 50s. I think, like you said, like I have him in my 5-hole in the lineup. I think he's that guy that's, middle of the lineup. He's going to hit some bombs. And I think it's a great pick, but obviously it's my lineup.
Good old Ike.
Well, every modern day baseball team these days, you see some sort of switch hitter, right? And I focus this more on the offensive part of the plate instead of defense. I could care less if he's a good defender or not. But James Garfield is, well known for his ability to be ambidextrous. And
couldn't he write in
he could write Latin in the left and then like Greek or something like that in the right. Just something really weird, but excellent. I think variability, and guy's kind of a goofball, little weird. So why not put him in left field? Have him pick Dandelions or something.
All right, so let's go through our batting order quick, and then we got some extra awards to hand out.
Yep. I have my shortstop JFK leading off. Like I said, I think he's got the endurance, a little bit injury prone, but I think he does a good spot in the leadoff, or does well in the leadoff role. And then I have Gerald Ford, my right fielder, in the 2-hole. And then HW is my 3 hitter. Those are my top 3. Do we want to do 3 by, or do you want me to go?
No, just go through it all. Go through it all.
I have George Washington, my cleanup hitter. And then I have Ike in the 5-hole, Teddy in the 6, playing third base. And then I have my DH, Woodrow Wilson. I think a great name coming off the bench. Kind of leery, though, with glasses and stuff. Like maybe he doesn't see the ball too well, but I think that's a chance you got to take. He's 5'11", got good height. I got James Madison in the 8-hole. He's just going to like bunt or something. I don't know, being 100 pounds, how much power he's going to have. And then I have Obama in the 9-hole. He hadn't had a lot of experience with baseball, so I think sticking him in the bottom there is the right move for me.
All right, I went Obama in center leading off, H.W. Bush in right batting second, Trump at first base batting third, the big hoss Taft at the DH batting cleanup, George W. Bush batting 5 playing shortstop, JFK in left batting 6, my guy Chester A. Arthur catching batting 7th, James K. Polk, just give it a poke, third base batting 8th, and then Martin Van Buren at second base batting second leadoff.
Nice.
What a firecracker in the 8-hole, right? Like that gets the bench going. Like, just a poke
Yeah.
here. Like that's great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Where you at?
All right. So my lineup is
Lincoln on the mound. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
So obviously Barack Obama's on the mound for me. In the DH spot, I'm just going to add that I have Dwight D. Eisenhower batting for Barack Obama. Just D-Day, DH, it made sense. Dwight D. Eisenhower.
I can see how you got to that conclusion.
Yeah. Anyway, so leading off, I got Jimmy Carter playing second base, batting right-handed, and then I got James Garfield playing left field, switch hitter, batting second.
Yes.
George H.W. Bush playing first base, batting left, hitting left-handed, batting third. Sorry. Teddy Roosevelt catching, right-handed, batting fourth. Eisenhower DHing, hitting right-handed, batting fifth. Taft, third baseman, hitting sixth, batting right-handed. Wilson in right field, right-handed, batting seventh. Jefferson center field, right-handed, batting eighth. And Adams, little guy, shortstop, batting right-handed in the 9-hole. So it's
Interesting.
really stacked if we got a lefty on the mound for the other team. Like we're gonna do some damage, but if we got a righty up on the bump, HW is gonna have a field day. Let's just say that.
All right, so I have 5 like game related things to give out or positions, and then I have about 7 or 8 like other, really important jobs. So I only have 1 sub on my bench, and that is Harry Truman, because he's gonna be your pinch hitter because all he does is come in and drop bombs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, Michael.
Yeah.
I thought you said you were done with the puns.
Yeah.
Boo.
So James Madison was playing second base for you, Ben, but he's going to be my pinch runner because
I like that.
They called him the water bug because he just runs so fast. It's like he runs on water. Remember, he is 5'4", 100 pounds.
He probably actually could run on water. So light.
So, Lincoln's going to give me a good 8 innings, get us a nice lead. He's going to run out of gas, so we need to bring in a closer. So who better to bring in than James the Cannon Buchanan?
Oh, there you go. I like that.
Coach Ike, dude,
That's fair.
Great leadership, gets the attention of everybody in the clubhouse, Coach Ike. And then the commissioner of the league is good old Teddy. Teddy's the overseer, so good leadership there.
Okay.
I like that. I forgot to mention in the pen I have W. Bush. Wasn't the greatest at it, but really passionate, like you had said, Michael. Was he
that 9/11 right? Pitch is all you need to see.
That's what I have. I think that one we have pitching unanimously in some form or another. Did you have him pitching, Michael? Yeah, I have him as relief pitcher.
Michael has
him
short.
He's my emergency pitcher in case the game gets out of hand.
Yeah. And then I also like Kelvin Coolidge out of the pen. I just like the name. But like I said, my DH is Woodrow Wilson. For coaching staff, I have FDR as a head coach. I mean, he was athletic. He was a swimmer, I'm pretty sure. Loves to be around the game. And then obviously with being in a wheelchair kind of makes that difficult to put. It's not like Kenny Kawaguchi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
And then I got Truman as the bench coach because he couldn't see at all, but he loves the game. So he loves to be around it. And he's like that bench coach that kind of inserts himself into FDR's thing and is like, hey, like we should pitch run him, or like we should pitch around this guy.
Perfect
and then
spot for him.
Yeah, that's what I think. And then my commissioner, you went a different route with this, Michael. You said like great leadership. I went like horrible leadership. I went Herbert Hoover. He's my commissioner. He's the guy. He just wants offense, does whatever he can to do this. And everyone hates him, and they just boo him every time he's in attendance.
I got a good one. Yeah.
So that's mine. I don't have like crazy fans or anything like that, but I think I had the coaches and then commissioner there.
Yeah. So, oftentimes you go to the game and you just hear F you Hoover.
Yes. And it sounds good. Yeah. I
like good. It rolls off the tongue. So kind of just wrapping up like my team as well. Obviously I just mentioned I have W. Bush out of the bullpen, middle relief guy. He had a little stint there where you had some experience pitching, but the 9/11 thing gives me chills every time watching that video. It's just like, it was a perfect timing kind of an instance. However, with a little bit of a pun, if Bush isn't doing so hot or Obama or FDR aren't doing so hot, I have Zach Taylor, a one and done guy. You need him for one batter and he's done.
He's only I believe he was right-handed, but he could have been your loogie, your left. Left.
You want to know the other thing?
Lefty one out guy.
Gastroenteritis is how he passed away a year into his presidency. So that's why I went with that one. But and then closing pitcher, kind of a guy that lived beyond his years. I have JFK just because the lunar landings kind of he started something and then he was able to finish it beyond the grave, kind of an idea. So that's why I went with that. Obviously I said my DH Dwight Eisenhower. Manager, you got to go with numero uno. Washington, the guy that started the whole darn thing.
Yep.
So he battles out. He gets all of his guys on board with inoculating them with smallpox, get them ready to go. Battle of the Forge. Mm-hmm. He's a real OG. He knows how to do it. And so I went with the same way with the commissioner that you did, Ben. Guy that everybody hates, James Buchanan. Probably that's who I went. I had to do it. And then a couple unruly fans. I had Nixon and Donald Trump, just those two guys. They just can't. They have to sit on the opposite sides of the field from each other, and they all go up like this with their hands. And then my mascot, because he's probably besides the 5'4", 100 pounds, it's the exact opposite. He's your guys' starting pitcher. I have Abraham Lincoln, kind of the face of the franchise.
So disrespectful.
No, just think about it. Like, it's the guy that you look at. It's like that describes our team.
But why would you put him on the field? It's a mascot, though.
He's a good job bringing in the fans.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
That's fair.
Okay, mascot is a bad word that I did.
Yeah,
I think
awful.
I didn't want to say
the franchise.
I didn't want to say like logo. Like I didn't know how to say that, but like he's something that like gets everybody to know that hey, this is the president's team.
So he's not dancing on the dugout in between innings.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I just meant like something that like the
face
team
of the franchise. Yeah.
Okay. But I didn't want to say that.
But
that didn't roll off the tongue like that in my head.
Back to your commissioner about Herbert Hoover. Whenever he goes to games, fans boo. He is like, no, honey. They're saying who, like Hoover. He's the only one that doesn't realize it's a boo.
This is like fitting in nicely. I think my runner-up for that would be Andrew Johnson for commissioner, because he sucked. Is there anybody we missed? Like, is anybody that you wanted?
I have some awards that I need to give out. Yeah,
that's right.
maybe that. So I give the Albert Pujols Award to the veteran just who won't retire, and that's FDR. You know, he's just a lengthy term there. We had the unruly fan. I had one of those as well. This was more of a good way, but I went Andrew Johnson. Fun fact, he gave the White House staff off to watch the first game between teams from different states play each other. So really not unruly in an inappropriate way, but just loves watching the game. So he'll get into it. He'll get into it. Best autograph, Thomas Jefferson. Easy. You go to the game, you hand him a ball. He's giving you some great letters on there. That's a no decision. The announcer, it's got to be Ronald Reagan. I think he announced for the Cubs for like a little bit for the radio. So easy one there. Most likely to quit halfway during the game. That's going to be Nixon. He's quitting there. Most likely to sign a 10-day contract, and that's the extent of your pro career. That goes to William Henry Harrison. I think he did not serve as president for very long. So
nope. Shorten up the speeches, man.
3 more here. Which president is going to leave the most tickets for their amount of girlfriends coming to the game? That's going to be Bill Clinton. He's got some girlfriends all around the park. The best batting gloves on the team, Franklin Pierce. Franklin, the sporting good brand.
Yep.
Named after Franklin Pierce. Probably.
Maybe. We don't know.
Perhaps. But he's like, hey, Franklin Pierce, those are really cool batting gloves. And he's like, yeah, they have my name on them. So coolest batting gloves. And last one,
first name too.
Exactly. Nobody wants to see Pierce. A few weeks ago, Javi Baez forgot how many outs there were and got doubled off at first. So the Javi Baez forgetting how many outs award goes to Joe Biden. So those are all of my awards.
I like it.
I think we had a pretty good spread. There were a few guys like, Quincy Adams, I don't think we mentioned. Ulysses S. Grant, he probably could have made some leadership role on our team. Ben Harrison, Millard Fillmore, William McKinley, some very forgettable presidents there. Anybody?
I'm just happy you mentioned Van Buren. I was thinking about putting it in there, and I'm just like, I don't know where I'd fit, but I'm just happy somebody brought him up.
When he comes to bat, instead of chanting MVP, they chant MVP.
Yeah, that's
MVP.
I like that too. I would have liked to have Grant somewhere. But I think I'm happy with mine. Besides second base, I'm not too solidified with that. But
was that James Madison, the water
bug? Yeah. That was like my David Eckstein-esque.
Did anybody pick good old Rudy Rutherford B. Hayes?
Nope. Thinking about it just for the name.
All right.
Like superlative, like coolest name.
Just so we make sure we cover every president here, give them all their respects. Just say yes or no if you had them in your lineup. So George Washington,
yes.
No. John Adams,
yes.
Thomas Jefferson, yes. James Madison, yes. James Monroe,
no.
Sorry, James. John Quincy Adams,
nope.
No. Andrew Jackson.
Surprisingly, no. I'm surprised nobody had him.
MVB, yes. William Henry Harrison, yes. John Tyler,
no.
Nope. James K. Polk, yes. Zach Taylor,
yes.
Yes, you did. Good old Millie Fillmore. I wish I would have got him a spot.
Yeah, me too.
Franklin Pierce, with the batting gloves. James the Cannon Buchanan, yes. Mr. Lincoln, Andrew Johnson, yes. Ulysses S. Grant,
no.
He got robbed. Rudy B. Hayes,
No.
James Garfield, Fox.
Yep.
I think you had him.
Yes.
Chester Arthur. Disappointing that I was the only one to have him. Did anyone have Grover Cleveland?
No.
Really? Because he served twice on. You could
2 separate occasions. Yeah.
Could
use him on both ends of the doubleheader.
Yeah.
Ben Harrison. William McKinley. No. Teddy. Yes. Yep. Taft. Yes. Woody Wilson. I think.
Yeah. I had my DH.
Warren G. Harding. Nope. Calvin Coolidge. Yes.
I had him in the
pen. Herbert Hoover. Yeah. FDR. Yes. Truman, Eisenhower, JFK. Yes. I don't think anybody had good old Lyndon B. Johnson.
No.
Texas guy. Kind of surprised there, but
6'3.5" too. He's second biggest president. Nixon. Yes, I did. Ford.
Yep.
Jimmy Carter. And then I had Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden. I had all of them. So,
so it covers
like pretty good representation, even for the guys that don't know what baseball is.
Yeah, 7 or 8. But...
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't have George in there. Okay, so I mean, is there anything else we want to include, or I think I'm pretty happy with this.
I'm happy with this too, but I think Fox needs to mention the episode number of the podcast. I don't think we did that at the beginning. This is episode number
50.
Oh, the big 5-0.
Yeah.
In honor of 50 states on President's Day.
Close, halfway.
Yeah, the halfway.
Happy half President's Day, everybody.
Yeah, Michael, this was fun. Thanks to Jomboy and whoever started or who suggested this for them. I know we've had a lot of historical discussions, so I'm just happy we could implement both history and baseball in here. And if you guys wanted to vote, I should make a graphic with our lineups so that we can have a vote to see. But till next time, I mean, signing off.
Happy President's Day.
Peace, guys.
See ya.